Freddie Mercury. What a name. What a performer. He wasn't just a singer. He was a phenomenon, an absolute force of nature on stage. With Queen, he conquered the world, didn't he? Their anthems still echo in stadiums decades later. His stage presence was simply electrifying, a unique blend of power and theatricality. Few could ever hope to match his vocal range or his sheer magnetism. He redefined what a frontman could be, setting a standard that many still aspire to. A true global superstar, make no mistake about it. He owned every stage he ever stepped on. Now, his personal life, that was a more complex affair. His relationship with Mary Austin was, of course, central. He called her his common-law wife, the love of his life. She remained his closest friend until the very end, but Freddie also had relationships with men, a fact that was less openly discussed in his heyday. His sexuality was a private matter for him, guarded fiercely. This inherent secrecy, this desire to keep his personal world separate from his public persona, naturally fueled endless speculation. The public always craved more details, didn't they? Freddie's character was a fascinating study in contrasts. On stage, he was this flamboyant, utterly confident showman. He exuded an almost otherworldly charisma. Yet reports suggest that off-stage, he could be remarkably shy, even introverted at times. This duality only added to his mystique, making him even more intriguing to his millions of fans. He was a creative powerhouse, constantly pushing artistic boundaries, not just in music but in fashion too. His style was as bold and unforgettable as his voice. He loved life's luxuries, no doubt about that. The public's fascination with him has never waned. People were, and still are, utterly captivated by his talent and his persona. His music provided the soundtrack to countless lives, offering messages of freedom, rebellion, and pure joy. Fans felt an incredibly deep, almost personal connection to him. His tragic, untimely death from HIV in 1991 left an enormous void in the music world, but his incredible legacy, his voice, his songs, they endure. He remains an icon, inspiring new generations to break free. Then there's this persistent, rather intriguing rumour, the idea of Freddie Mercury having a secret daughter. Now, let's be clear, this isn't a confirmed fact, not by a long shot. It's more of a whisper that has circulated for years, a tantalising what-if scenario that adds another layer to the complex legend of the man. Such stories often latch on to figures of immense fame, don't they? The notion of a hidden child, a secret lineage, is the kind of dramatic twist that the public, and certainly the tabloids, find absolutely irresistible. It's human nature to be curious. The rumour often includes a specific, rather delicate detail. The child's mother was supposedly the wife of a close friend. This element, if true, would add a layer of dramatic, almost scandalous intrigue to the narrative. It takes the story from a vague possibility to something more personal and potentially complicated. Freddie, as we know, had a tight-knit circle of friends, individuals he trusted implicitly. He guarded his private life so carefully. Could such a profound secret have been kept within that trusted group? It certainly makes one pause and consider the possibilities, doesn't it? Where did this rumour even begin? That's always the tricky part with these things. Perhaps it stemmed from a misinterpreted comment Freddie once made, or maybe it was wishful thinking on the part of a devoted fan, eager to see a different side of his legacy continue. These stories can often take on a life of their own, passed around and embellished over time. The crucial point here is the distinct lack of any concrete, verifiable evidence. Yet despite this, the story of a secret daughter refuses to completely disappear. It continues to surface in online discussions and fan forums, a modern-day myth surrounding a musical god. It's not hard to see why such rumours gain traction, especially with someone like Freddie. His intense privacy created a natural vacuum, and human nature abhors a vacuum. People tend to fill in the gaps with their own theories and speculations. The more enigmatic the celebrity, the wilder the stories can become. Freddie's complex personal life, his known capacity for deep affection, and his undeniable charisma made almost any scenario seem plausible to some. The public craves these glimpses, these potential hidden truths about the icons they admire, and this particular rumour offers a very human, very personal angle on a larger-than-life figure. The enduring appeal of this particular rumour lies in the powerful what-if question it poses. It's a fundamental aspect of human curiosity, isn't it? We're inherently drawn to mysteries, especially when they concern individuals we hold in high esteem. The idea of a secret child adds such a dramatic, almost poignant twist to Freddie Mercury's life story. It's like discovering a missing piece of an elaborate and beloved puzzle. People want the complete picture of their idols. This specific narrative also serves to humanize Freddie further, suggesting a different kind of legacy beyond the stage lights, a deeply personal, familial one. Adding fuel to the speculative fire is the fact that Freddie himself at various points expressed a desire for a family, for children. He spoke about it, albeit not extensively in public. This makes the notion of a secret daughter seem more plausible, more grounded in his own stated wishes, to those who want to believe. Mary Austin, his closest confidant and the main inheritor of his vast estate, remains a figure of intense interest in this context. If such a child existed, would she have known? These are precisely the kinds of questions that keep the speculation alive and kicking. His own words, however vague, lend a tantalizing sliver of believability. Crucially, there has never been any definitive proof offered, nor any categorical public denial from those who would be in a position to know. No one has come forward with irrefutable evidence to substantiate the claim of a secret daughter. Similarly, the Freddie Mercury estate, usually meticulous about his legacy, has remained largely silent on this specific rumor. This absence of a clear yes or no allows the story to breathe, to continue to circulate in the shadows. It thrives in this very ambiguity. One might ask, if it were so demonstrably false, why not issue a definitive statement to quash it once and for all? Or perhaps it's simply not deemed significant enough for an official response. The mystery, therefore, deepens. This phenomenon isn't unique to Freddie Mercury, of course. Many immensely famous individuals have been, and continue to be, the subjects of similar tales. Think of Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson. Claims of secret children seem to follow them throughout their lives and beyond. It almost appears to be an inevitable byproduct of achieving stratospheric levels of fame. The public yearns for a connection, for a hidden truth that makes these godlike figures seem more accessible, more human, or maybe at the end of the day it just makes for a compelling story. And we all appreciate a compelling story, don't we? Freddie Mercury's musical and cultural legacy is quite simply monumental. There's no debate there. With Queen, he didn't just create songs, he created anthems that defined an era and continue to resonate across generations. His voice was a unique instrument, his songwriting unparalleled, and his live performances were the stuff of legend. He was a true innovator, shattering conventions and challenging norms with his fearless artistry. He continues to inspire countless musicians and millions of fans across the globe. That part of his incredible story is written in stone, clear for all to see. No rumors there, just pure, unadulterated genius. A rock god through and through. Yet, alongside this towering public legacy, there's an enduring, almost insatiable fascination with his private life. Despite being one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, he managed to keep so much of himself hidden from the relentless glare of the spotlight. This carefully guarded privacy, paradoxically, creates an irresistible allure. What was he truly like behind the famous persona, away from the cheering crowds and the stage lights? The unanswered questions, the lingering mysteries like the rumoured daughter, keep him vividly alive in public discourse. People want to understand the man behind the icon, the heart beneath the showmanship. His complexity is undeniably part of his lasting appeal. It all makes one reflect on the very nature of fame and the often blurry line with privacy. Is it entirely fair that celebrities, by virtue of their success, face such intense and unrelenting scrutiny? Their lives in many ways seem to become public property, dissected and debated by millions. Freddie Mercury fiercely protected his personal space, his right to a life away from the cameras. Yet decades after his passing, the speculation continues undiminished. It's a profoundly difficult balance to strike, isn't it? The price of fame can indeed be extraordinarily high, and the public's appetite for intimate details seems to be truly insatiable. So, what are we to make of this secret daughter mystery and the grand scheme of Freddie Mercury's story? Whether it holds a kernel of truth or is purely the stuff of speculative fiction, it undeniably adds another layer to his enduring mystique. It serves as a potent reminder that even the most celebrated legends can have untold stories, or at least stories that